We are going to talk now about the importance of knowledge and the importance of you being able to describe every item on the menu. Because you might even have the knowledge, you know the ingredients, you know the preparation, you know the timing, but you're not able to translate that to the level of knowledge a guest has about this kind of food. All right. So if somebody comes in the restaurant, and asks me, and I'm suggesting, let's say, chicken cacciatore, that doesn't mean nothing for the guest. Chicken cacciatore doesn't mean nothing. They don't know. They hear chicken, but what is a cacciatore? It's Italian word, and you don't know. Not many people know Italian, but they're not from Italy. So you got to be able to explain the dish to the level of understanding the guest has about this Italian food. And the same thing with Asian dishes, and the same thing with your national traditional dishes. You have to be able to bring them, to the level of understanding the guest has. Um, Comprehensive menu familiarity. That means you understand in depth what you have on the menu, ingredients, cooking techniques, presentation, timing, every single thing about the menu. You should know it, and you should be able to explain to the guest. All right? Specials and changes. You have to stay updated all the time. If you have special of the day, let's say the chef has 12 specials, and every rater sells chef special, chef special, chef special. You gotta stay on top of it. We have 3 left. We have 2 left. We have 1 left. No more specials. We sold everything. Or normal item from the menu. Let's say, you have salad with fresh burrata, but everybody comes to the restaurant today and orders burrata, and it's finished. Now the chef might tells you, hey, we're gonna substitute the burrata with fresh mozzarella. Just tell the guests it's not burrata no more, it's a fresh mozzarella. If they want it, order it, I will make it fresh mozzarella. But you gotta know that. You gotta be on top of that. All right? Because you don't want the guest to order a salad that stays on the menu and you didn't tell them that it's finished. And then you order it and you go to the kitchen, chef tells you, hey, I just told Peter that we don't have no more this. Why are you ordering it? Well, nobody told me. Or maybe somebody told you, but you didn't listen and forgot, or whatever the reason is. Make sure you are on top of these specials and the changes in the menu. Ingredients knowledge. Now, like I said, not every guest knows the name of the ingredients, so you gotta be able to explain, what are the flavors. You have something with lemongrass, all right? So it tastes like a lemon. Yes, it's lightly acid, and it tastes like a lemon. What's the texture of the bechamel sauce? Well, it's a very thick. What is the origin of this pineapple? Well, the pineapple is grown here in the farm next to us, and it's a bio farm. Very important, because that helps the guests understand what the dish is and make educated choice. Allergen awareness, very, very important, because that is dangerous to the health and the life of the guest. You have to be aware of allergens, especially the specials of the day. Listen carefully and be able to explain to the guest where this allergy problem occur. Of course, the guest has the responsibility to tell you that they have some kind of allergies, but you gotta be aware of what that means and what might we have in this dish that will trigger the allergy. Menu pairing expertise. Now, if you're working in fine dining, if you run your own station, you gotta be able to pair food and drinks, and mostly food and wine. You gotta be able. But that means that you have expert knowledge from the wines on the wine list, and from the food. Okay, so that is very, very important because it helps you sell. You know, when you have this knowledge and you can recommend a wine that matches perfectly with the guest food, it helps you sell this wine. Now, complementary combinations. Um, you can complement a main course with salad. You can complement a drink with main course, or aperitif with appetizers or whatever. But you have to understand that without knowledge of the flavors, the aromas, the textures, you will not be able to do that. So, and that tells the guest that you are really a professional waiter. You know your game, you know your craft, and that's how you earn their trust. Art of description. So we use storytelling, transform the item into a captivating story. Describe the dish's origin, the chef's inspiration, or its unique preparation method. Storytelling engages the guest's imagination and makes the dish much more appealing. All right, and then of course use vivid and evocative language to describe dishes. Just instead of listing just ingredients, you know, convey how they harmonize, you know, and to create a memorable culinary experience. You're gonna come up with a dish. It has, let's say, um, some kind of spices inside, and you can tell the spices, but you can also explain for the guest how this spice impact the flavors of the dish, and that will make it much more appealing than if you just say the ingredients. Translation to the guest preferences. You gotta tailor your menu descriptions to suit the guest preferences. If a guest enjoys both flavors, emphasize the dish has intensity. If they prefer subtly flavors, highlight the delicate nuances of the dish. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is NLP again. Like, if they tell you that they prefer bio, or they prefer organic, then when you're describing a dish that has bio and organic ingredients, make sure that you use these words. All right. Clarity and simplicity. It's very important that you explain in simple words, and you can explain clearly what the dish is, what the ingredients is, what is the cooking preparation procedure. All right. Honesty and transparency, we already talked about that. Make sure that you are very careful when you're dealing with people with allergies. And then, of course, when you're describing something, make sure that you are accurate. Do not come up with some false description, false ingredients. Make sure that you are accurate. Ignorance is shameful. You gotta keep going to the kitchen and ask the chef about this and about that and about this and about that. The chef will get mad, the guest will get disappointed, and he's just gonna embarrass himself. So keep that in mind.